What's up, everybody? We got just came on live just a little early, just to get kind of locked in, get everybody in. So hope everybody had a good weekend. Yeah, I did. It ended up being like 1,200 miles. I was like, it's only like 450 to Atlanta, but ended up doing like another 300 rolling around Atlanta. So um, I had a good time though. Definitely had a good time. I gotta check and see how this kind of plays itself out because it's not. This is definitely different format than Facebook or YouTube. So yeah, I know it's 12 o'clock somewhere. Shit, I need a beer. Um, so yeah, I mean, I want we can start up. I'll get into this. Let me turn off my phone because every time it seems like I do one of these, my phone just be pinging and binging and doing all that. But I think one of the things that I was first addressing, like I had a couple people had sent me just some topics and some things that was going on in terms of a lot of the changes that were happening within the MC community. And it was something that I literally had addressed and was talking to or talking about with somebody. And really, what I was talking about or addressing was the differences in what's happening today versus what happened in the past and how things were in the past. And I addressed with them exactly this topic, which legitimately is the emancipation of the motorcycle club or motorcycle community. And what I mean by that is in 2020, I would say a majority of people are not joining motorcycle clubs anymore. They're they're really not. They are establishing riding clubs, secondary clubs. They're establishing independent riders. A lot of people have become independent riders that were formerly in motorcycle clubs. And me, myself, even I was an independent rider for many years. And one of the reasons why was specifically because of the motorcycle community and how things had changed and progressed from when I was growing up or what I saw coming up and how I looked at everything that was going on within the MC community and everything it really just legitimately had changed. So, when I got to Sucker Free MC, I think it was 2013. Um, One of the things that we really looked at and wanted to do was build a team of knowledgeable, highly knowledgeable individuals, and that's ultimately where we were at. We legitimately went out, had conversations. I mean, it wasn't necessarily an interviewing process, but it was legitimately an interviewing process. Just trying to make sure that we were all going to fit together. Anytime that you get 1% clubs together, you're definitely going to have some different opinions and things like that. And I think everybody that we brought to the table on both sides, black and white sides, had the same perception or the concepts, thought processes. We always had the individuals and we always had people that just kind of had their own views, but they were really good at being able to kind of put everything together in terms of being positive towards the page. And one of the things I think the mission statement or the mission concept of Suck for MC at the point was we wanted to get back to some of the older traditions and some of the older school things, and that addressed some of the protocols, some of the traditions, and things like that. Because what we were seeing was just a huge transition of clubs just bouncing out, just coming out of nowhere. I mean, they were blowing up out of nowhere, and I don't put down biker boys, and I don't put down, but it really was the establishment of, we really don't need to do this the way that it was originally done. And it kind of, the motorcycle scene exploded. That was popularity between Sons of Anarchy and all the rest of these motorcycle movies and motorcycle documentaries. And then like the Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that. It just really exploded the MC community. And with it came a lot of bumps and bruises and things like that. And of course, you're going to have that when you have such um, a huge number of bikes and a number of people coming into the motorcycle community. And it's so one of the things that I've always addressed and one of the things I've always said is I was a biker before it became popular. And like I would say that and people just kind of like would laugh about, but they didn't realize how significant what I was trying to say. What I was telling them was before this became popular for everybody to show, I was riding, I was out there doing it. And now it's really become a popularity event more than it's become motorcycle. And it's one of the reasons why I see so many different changes and so many different things. Now, not to get too far off the course, but one of the things that we wanted to do on that page was to set some separation between some of the historical things that were a part of the MC community and try to kind of collapse those into some of the newer things that were going on. And that was really a lot of what we were trying to do in terms of just information. And would say that, it became a generalized for the people that were actually writing, they wanted to have these significant informational stories, understandings, and things like that. And then you had the other side that wanted to do the, flame everybody and talk shit about things like that and blah, blah, blah. So naturally, you had, which we would consider to be purist or traditionalist. And then you had the other side that wanted to have this whole, let's show the bad side of the MC community. And that's where the separation between me and what was happening started. So looking at the emancipation and what I'm addressing with this is people are tired of your bullshit. I mean, and this goes to the 1% clubs and the dominant clubs. They're tired of your bullshit. And this is some of the things that I saw when I saw these different podcasts and things like that, where you've got people that are going on the podcast and addressing MCs. If you want to be in our area, then you need to do this and you need to do that. All of this fear mongering. Oh, yeah, the white side's going to beat you up and all the rest of that stuff like that. So you need to come under us and you need to be a part of our umbrella and blah, 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 all that bullshit. See, this is what happens when you do shit like that. This is what happens when you come out with an ignorant message. And it's an ignorant message to address that you need to be a part of something in order for somebody not to mess with you. Okay, it doesn't work that way. People are tired of the bullshit. They're tired of the lies. They're tired of the bullshit. They're tired of people just trying to bullshit them and lie. And really what it comes down to is putting my money in your pocket. And that's really what it is. That's really what it's come down to. And that's really where it's at. So you're selling wolf tickets. You're selling wolf tickets to the MC community. And the MC community is tired of the bullshit. They're just at a point right now where they're saying, fuck you. And that's the reason why you're seeing riding clubs. A lot of clubs right now that are coming out are riding clubs. So then you have to ask yourself, why? A lot of people are independent riders. They don't want to have anything to do with the MC set. Why? So, you can go back to 2013 and you can say, man, this is what I hear from the dominants. This is what I hear from 1%ers. This is what I hear. Well, they just don't want to follow tradition and they don't want to follow protocol. No, they don't want to follow your bullshit tradition and they don't want to follow your bullshit protocol. And the reason why they don't want to follow it is because your same club on one coast has one way of doing it. And they have on the other side the other way of doing it. So why am I going to sit here and listen to your bullshit when your own people don't even agree with what's going on. You can go to New York, they do it one way. You can go to California, they do it one way. How you got one nation doing shit differently on different coasts? So I can do this on this coast, but all of a sudden I go to California and I hang out at your people with your people's house in your own people's house, and I'm affiliated with you, and I hang out with your own people's house in another state, and they like, yo, you can't do that here. Are you serious? So that's the reason why people are leaving. Look in the fucking mirror. They're leaving because they're tired of the bullshit. They are leaving because they're tired of two fucking, I wouldn't even say two ways, 100 fucking ways of doing the same shit. And that's the reason why. And that's the biggest excuse for dominance. Oh, the protocol is different in every region. Really? Are you serious? Like, I can understand if there's a separation between some of the protocols. I can understand that. I can understand if there's separation between the way that you do it because there is generalized stuff that's going on. But when you just make shit up, people look at it and they go, there's either two things that's going on here. Either they're so fucking unorganized that I don't even want to be a part of that shit, or there is a reason why they want me to follow them, or there's a reason why they want to lie to me and tell me that I need to be a part of their support club because somebody else is going to beat them up. Come on, man. That's that bullshit that you guys been tossing out there for the longest time. And it's the reason why so many people right now are saying, fuck the MC set. I'm going to do my own fucking thing. So they're turning into riding clubs. So now, all of a sudden, the general rule of thumb, so you guys understand how it was riding clubs. And this is the reason why I got into this conversation with somebody, and then they're just like tossing out this bullshit that they know about what the fuck a riding club is. A riding club historically was nothing to do with the MC sets. Riding clubs were people that just wanted to fucking ride. That's all they wanted to do. They didn't want to fucking deal with you. They didn't want to have nothing to do with you. They didn't want to have nothing to do with the MC set. That was the reason why. Riding clubs, law enforcement clubs, those were ones that were in riding clubs. Mom and pops, those were the ones that were in riding clubs. When you sit here and say a 99 fucking club is a riding club and they are a legitimate MC with MC on their back, how fucking disrespectful is that? What the fuck are you talking about? Riding clubs historically were old motherfuckers, people that didn't want to deal with the MC set. They either had their lives, they were cops, they had money, they had jobs, they had things that they could not lose, and they didn't want to deal with shit that was going on within the MC set, regardless if they were support or whatever it was, because there was always this, you need to be a support of this club in order for you to exist. You need to be a part of this club, put MC on your back. That's the reason why motherfuckers is leaving right now, because you're making up fucking bullshit rules to make profit. And it went from, hey, let's be honest, 60s, 70s, motherfuckers making illegal ways in a lot of cases. Now, the new hustle, the new, what is it? The new moneymaker, the new bootleg. How about that? There you go. The new bootleg is support clubs. That's the new bootleg. We're going to get support clubs and we're going to tax them. So that's our new bootleg. You know, we ain't serving liquor no more. We ain't doing drugs. Our bootleg now is support clubs. So now we want them to come into our club. We want to have tax them, make them pay to have MC on their back. We want to make sure that they come to our events. They don't go to anybody else's events, and they do all these things and blah, 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 and all the rest of that fucking bullshit. And that's the fucking reason why people are leaving, because they don't want to fucking deal with your bullshit. They just want to fucking ride. They want to be able to go to events, hang out, enjoy themselves, have a couple of drinks, break bread, move on, and not deal with the bullshit. What do you do? What are you guys are doing out there? You guys are out there with that bullshit. Oh, you can't go here. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. So why the fuck I want to be your support club? What the fuck are you talking about? That's the reason why motherfuckers is leaving. They ain't leaving because they don't want to be on the MC set. They ain't leaving because they don't want to enjoy being in the motorcycle club and having good times. They leaving because they tired of the bullshit that you guys are spreading. Tired of the bullshit. Stop it. Fuck. I mean, how long you got to let it go, man? How long you got to do it? This is the thing that's just, it's irking the living shit out of me, because it comes right back to the same shit. So they all of a sudden they said, you know what? Fuck y'all. We gonna do the riding club. So then what you guys do? You guys came to them and said, yo, a riding club needs to go through the dominant. Really? Are you fucking serious? Like in some areas, a riding club's got to go through the dominant club to exist? Like, fucking history did you come up with? Where the fuck did that history come from? Because riding clubs never existed like that. That's the reason why the good motherfuckers that you could have in your club, that's the reason why those motherfuckers is going to riding clubs. You know why? Because they know if they're going to riding clubs, they know they're going to be around the law enforcement. They know they're going to be protected. They know they ain't got to worry about you fucking with them. And that's the reason why so many people right now are either independent riders or they are going into riding clubs. Look at it across the board. Cross it. I got people that hit me up all day long talking about, you know what? I'm just tired of the MC set. I'm tired of the dominance. I'm tired of the one percenters with the bullshit. I don't even want to deal with that shit no more. I just want to fucking ride my motorcycle. You fucked the game up. You fucked it all up because all of a sudden the greed and the bootleg that you guys are trying to do becomes, oh, I need to have this and I need to tell these people this is what they can and can't do in order for them to exist on my fucking set. I mean, come on, man. I mean, do you get it? Do you understand? That's reason why people are leaving. That's the emancipation of the motorcycle set. That's the reason why, I'm gonna say this real quick. That's the reason why so many 1% clubs are getting bullshit motherfuckers that are showing up in their goddamn ranks that don't know shit. They don't know a fucking thing about the MC set. They don't know a fucking thing about being a fucking 1%er. You giving them a fucking patch after fucking 60 days, and now all of a sudden they're a fucking 1%er without a fucking clue. That's the reason why they going into places where they ain't supposed to be going into. That's the reason why they having conversations with motherfuckers they ain't supposed to be having conversations with. That's the fucking problem, and that's the reason why they don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. That's the reason why you got small fucking fish that just got 6 months under their belt trying to talk to fucking giants. Motherfuckers got 30, 40 years in they fucking under their belt. That's the fucking problem. That's the reason. That's the issues. Those are the things that's going on right now in today's world. It's just because you put a fucking diamond on your back or you put a 1% on your back don't mean you fucking talking to the big motherfuckers. That don't mean shit. You need to fucking know where you at and know your place in this shit. So you shouldn't be having conversations with national motherfuckers or regional motherfuckers or motherfuckers in power. You shouldn't even be having a conversation if you got 6 months in a motherfucking set. Your ass ain't fucking nothing on this set yet. You need to earn that shit and you need to learn it. I don't give a fuck if you got a diamond or you're 1%. I'm supposed to fucking respect you because you got a fucking diamond or 1%. I respect you by the shit you do for the fucking community, for the MC community. That's what I'm gonna respect you for. I'm not gonna respect you because, oh, because you got a diamond on. What the fuck that mean? I don't give a fuck you got a diamond on. You got a diamond on, you be a pile of shit. I mean, look, take a diamond, put a whole bunch of shit on top of it, spread some whipped cream, fucking put a little cherry on top, and motherfucker look beautiful as fuck. Yeah, all it is a pile of shit with a fucking diamond underneath it. That's all it is. And that's what it comes down to. A lot of cats, man, out here is not understanding that. So now you get these dudes that ain't got no fucking education. They ain't never been in the MC before. They ain't never done nothing in the MC. They got no fucking clue about being in the MC. Now all of a sudden they're putting on diamonds. And in some cases, in some areas, now these motherfuckers is running shit and they in charge of shit and they ain't got motherfucking more education than, I hate to say it, man, one of these ladies that got, I mean, I know some of these ladies right now that got more education than a lot of dudes out here. A lot of dudes out here. I'll put Miss Showtime against any fucking body. I'll put Miss Showtime against I'm trying to throw her out there, but I'll put her against anything and talking about OG shit on the set. Simple as that. Simple as that. So when it comes down to it, when you address it and you're looking at it, there's a reason why, and there is going to be a reason why individuals continue to leave the motorcycle set. There's a reason why people don't want to be a part of your MC. There's a reason why, I'm going to say this, man. I was on the other side. I was on the other side, man. I can tell you this. There was times we would go to a bar, we would have to beat people back. I mean, this 5 years ago, you used to have to beat people back. Hey, y'all, chill out, man. Hey, we'll talk about that another time. People coming, wanting to be a part of it. Hey, man, what it takes. I want to talk to you guys. I mean, it was so bad in Colorado, I was just like, yo, I didn't want to go to the fucking bar no more. Every place we went, yo, just want to talk to you, man. Just give us a couple minutes. We want to be a part of this. You didn't even have to ask or even look for people. It was just like, yo, you go to the bar, 5 or 6 motherfuckers step to you. Like, yo, can we talk to you, man? We just been trying to catch up with you guys for the longest time, man. We just want to see about the process, maybe see what's going on, this and that. Maybe, see if we can make it work. Really? Wow. But we never went and sought. We never went and looked. We never went and pushed people. We never went and pressured people. We never went and asked people. You fucking asking people to be a support club? Really? Are you fucking serious? Like, you go and ask people? Are you serious? Like, you see somebody support club and you decide that you got to go to them and tell them you want them to flip? And I mean, I mean, really? Really, we got to that, man? Like, are you serious? You out here begging people to be a part of your club. You out here begging social clubs to be a part of your network. You out here begging clubs to be a support club of yours. Begging. Look, I know who you are. I know who you are. They didn't came to me and they didn't told me. They didn't came to me and they didn't address it. They came to me and told me that you out here begging motherfuckers to be a part of your fucking support network. They telling me, man. I'm not gonna put nobody out there, man. But they telling me, man. They telling me. No other reason they need to tell me. There ain't no other reason why they need to come to me and tell me. There ain't no reason why they need to lie. Nothing. So we got to the point where we gotta beg motherfuckers, and you don't think there's a problem? Like, you don't think there's an issue? You don't feel like, shit, we fucked that up. I mean, really? Like, you don't feel like at this point the shit's not fucked up? I mean, it's the emancipation of the motorcycle community. How do we solve it? Diamonds got to get together and they got to stop. They got to stop with the bullshit. They got to stop with we got issues and problems with each other. They got to stop with all of the extra drama. Fucking 1% motherfuckers with drama. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? Like, high school fucking drama. The top tier. We the top. Oh, at the top. And we got motherfucking more drama than motherfucking bitches. Got more drama than a bunch of fucking hoes. That's real talk. Why? For what fucking reason, man? Why? For what fucking reason are we having issues with each other? And what reason do you need to come up and have a conversation with somebody because they at a bar? Or you need to come up and tell them, yo, you ain't supposed to be here. I'm a grown fucking man. How the fuck you gonna tell a grown fucking man where the fuck he gonna be at? I don't get that. Man, this ain't no motherfucking, oh yeah, you on my set. We banging, so you on my set. Oh, you over here and I'm slanging in this corner and I don't want you over here. We ain't doing that shit no more. This ain't fucking 1970s, 1980s, 1990s. This ain't the crack epidemic. We ain't fucking doing no shit like that. 2020, man. So now all of a sudden they feel like, oh, the bootleggers is coming out. The bootleggers feel like, oh, we need to have a support club. So we need to flame these motherfuckers. We need to talk all this drama. We need to say all this shit. I heard it. I done seen it. Motherfuckers came and told me what you said. They done came and told me, don't fuck with them, or don't fuck with this nation, don't fuck with that nation because of this and because of that. Blah, 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 blah. All a bunch of fucking lies. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. Lies. Motherfuckers just like some hoes. So you out here in the streets as a diamond, as a 1%er, just passing out general information, bullshit. And then go come back and talk about, oh, the three, oh, don't see this, don't hear this, don't speak this. You got all that for your people, but you're not living by your own code. That's an issue. That's a problem. There's a reason why we don't, and the reason why there's emancipation of the MC community. The reason it's going, and the reason why we're doing this right now is because of the foolish and the tomfuckery in the whole motherfucking top tier. Top tier ain't doing their job. So as long as the top tier ain't doing their job, what the fuck you think people gonna do? What the fuck do you think they're gonna do? When the cat's away, the mice will play. I say it again, when the cat's away, the mice is gonna play, man. And now what they doing is they like, you know what? We don't even need that shit. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our shit over to the riding club side. We're gonna just be fucking independents. Because think about this. Why the fuck do I want to deal with the drama and the bullshit and all the rest of the things that you presented? Why the fuck would I want to deal with that when I could be a riding club? I could be an independent. I can go where the fuck I want to go. My man Weasel, man. That's my man, 4 flats on the Cadillac. He'll tell you straight up, I'm independent because I just want to just enjoy my world. Anytime anybody told me and they asked me, man, why are you independent, man? You should have been a guy in the club. Fuck that, man. I'm independent because, or was independent because you know what? I was tired of the bullshit. Tired of it, man. And now all of a sudden, we had a nice little expansion, had some good growth. But with growth comes that bullshit. So what we need to do going forward, Diamonds, man, we got to put this together, man. We got to stop with the bullshit. You got to take that chip, take the chip off your shoulders, take them off, and just get along with each other. Start fucking with each other. See, when people see that, and they see us fucking with each other, and we ain't flaming each other, and we ain't talking shit about each other, and we ain't doing this and roo-rahing, all of a sudden, shit's gonna come back to where it's supposed to be at. Another thing, people need to get together in these groups, man. They need to get together in their nations. And yo, this is the way we do business. This is how we do business. This is the way that the nation conducts business. We're not going to be doing business this way and then over here doing business that way. I mean, I understand that ain't no local shit. That's top shit. But the top people should be looking at it the same way. How are we doing things? I hate to say it, man, my former club, I love that about my former club. Loved it. Loved it 100%. You did the way they said, do the shit, or your ass wasn't a part of it. I say it again. You do shit the way they tell you to do the shit on the East Coast, West Coast, Dirty South, you name it. Shit was done the same way across the board. And if you deviated, you said, man, fuck that. I'm doing it this way. And they found out about it. Yo, them goons is coming to talk to you, man, because it's done one fucking way. So I don't have to worry about when I go visit the bros on the West Coast, I got this bullshit going on. They know when they come over to the East Coast, it's the same way. We doing it the same way. There ain't no extra bullshit. And that's the separation between what's happening on the East Coast and what's happening on the West Coast. What's happening up in New York, what's happening down south in Florida. Because you could go anywhere, anybody will tell you. You can go anywhere, different protocols. Same dominant, different protocols. How the fuck is that? How's that? Oh, I understand. Oh, well, you had to negotiate with this person. You had to negotiate with that person. Yo, you should have negotiated the way your fucking nation was saying to do shit. That's how you negotiate. Yo, hey, I respect what you're talking about, dude. I respect that 100. But guess what? Here's how it goes. My nation does it this way, over there, this way, over here. This is the way we have to work this out. This is the way we have to do that. Don't sign no wolf ticket about, oh, yeah, we're going to do it this way in Tennessee, but state over, y'all do it a different way. That's not how it plays itself out. Regardless of what it is, you should have negotiated your wolf ticket, whatever you're trying to say. You should negotiate it and tell them, said, no, man, that's not how we do it. This is how we do it across the board. But you know what? In a lot of cases, I'm gonna say it like this: motherfuckers in North Carolina, I ain't calling out North Carolina, whatever it is where I'm at. Motherfuckers in North Carolina ain't been to fucking California and got 5 years in the nation. Hey, don't kill the messenger. I'm just saying. But that's the biggest problem. Don't know how it's being done. Don't know how shit was done because you ain't went nowhere. You ain't went nowhere. All you did was just do something on your back. That's what you do. You ain't did no coast to coast. You ain't went nowhere. You ain't putting in no miles. That's what you do. So naturally, if you don't know what's going on in California, you don't know what's going on in New York, shit, you don't know what's going on down in Texas. You don't know nothing about it. Why? Because you ain't never rode your bike there. But that's what we got to get back to. We got to get back to doing shit one way, the right way. We got to get back to let's stop the bullshit, the arguing, the fighting, all of the rest of the shit that's going on right now. Man, drop that shit, man. Just drop it. There shouldn't even be no problems, no issues amongst 1% clubs. Shouldn't be no issues across diamonds. We shouldn't be having issues with 99s. We shouldn't be having 99 clubs talking with 99 clubs and we got issues and problems. When the fuck that start happening? I mean, 99s, issues with 99s? Like, really? Are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck y'all got issues with each other for? Oh, y'all support of two nations that ain't got issues with each other. Really? So now we got our support clubs fighting each other? It's like, who the fuck taught you that, man? Like, who the fuck taught you that? How would you even sign off on some 99s having issues with each other, man? Some of y'all cats, man, got the game fucked up. That's why they're leaving, man. That's why they're leaving. And guess what? They're going to continue to leave. They're going to continue to go. They're going to continue to say, man, fuck that. So now what all of a sudden you need to regulate. So now, oh, well, riding clubs got to go through the dominant now. Like, really? So what do you think they're going to do then? Because I heard it. I've heard it. I've heard. Oh, yeah, the dominant in this state said all riding clubs got to go through them. So y'all understand riding clubs, that was one piece patch, man. They didn't go through the MC. If they did, they would go to them and just say, yo, we here. Just want y'all to know. And we just do our thing. Motorcycle associations, we just do our thing. You know, other types of specialty clubs, we just do our thing. We don't want to have nothing to do with the MC set. You might see us here. You might see us there. You might, we might show up at an event. But you just decided, well, here's the next bootleg. We're going to tell riding clubs that, oh, y'all can't exist unless you come through and get blessed. Like, I mean, I'm telling you guys, man, riding clubs getting blessed was not something that is historically a fact. Riding clubs, most of the time, they would go to the dominant and just address with the dominant their existence on the scene. And that was just out of a respect thing. And ultimately, an understanding of a one-piece patch was riding clubs. They were just forming. They were really getting started. The second thing was you possibly, depending on the numbers and your size, could step to the MC community or step to the actual dominant and ask them for a blessing and say, yo, we want to exist on the MC set and we want to be recognized on the MC set. And that was typically a two-piece patch. Sometimes it was a three-piece, depending on where you were at. Again, I definitely have, it should be across the board. It's not even a question. But depending on where you're at, it was a city and state. In some cases, it might be a three-piece with the name of the club on the bottom if you didn't want to do the city and state. But it was recognized. The two-piece patch was usually how it was set. And then once you was blessed, and once you actually got onto the set and you had your numbers, You had the 555s, 10, whatever it is, depending on your area, which again, there's another one, one region you got 10, next region you got 5. Somebody else started this one. Next thing you know, all you got to do is have a shot with the dominant. It's like, come on, you guys. It needs to just, and it's the reason why people address this and they don't believe in protocols traditions is because they say, well, there's no Bible, there's no book, there's no way of doing it. There isn't a way of doing it because everybody's doing it differently. And I understand it. Oh, well, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it because I'm the fucking dominant. Come on, man. There's small things that we can all get along and we can all come together on 555, 10. All right. Is it reasonable to think that people are going to get 10 members in order to be an MC? No, it ain't, man. That was the reason why the 555 was because people were required, and it was initially historically how it was. You need 5 members to start a club. That was the reason why the 555 was 5 years, 5 members, and at least in terms of the set or whatever it is, you had a 5 for the chapter. So that was kind of what you would address in terms of understanding, and I'm talking about national stuff. I'm talking about nation stuff. But 5 members and stuff like that was supposed to be what you needed to be on the MC set. And so once you had your members, and once you had your membership up and numbers up, and you establish your bylaw, establish your rules, set yourself up on the thing, then you go to the dominant and say, yo, we want to be blessed in on the set. Then if you decided the point you want to be a support club, you could be a support club. If you decided, hey, I just want to fucking ride, I just want to ride. Now what do we have? Now we have clubs showing up. They don't even have bylaws. They don't even have 5 members. They show up with 2 members to a meeting to get a blessing to start a motorcycle club. Not a riding club, a motorcycle club. Because a lot of the riding clubs, they legitimately started with 3 to 4 members. They didn't have what it took to be an MC. And that's the separation, you guys. The fucking separation. That's the reason why riding clubs were riding clubs and motorcycle clubs were motorcycle clubs, because the motorcycle club had to have 5 members in order for you to fucking exist. Riding club, it didn't fucking matter. You could have 2 people in your riding club. That Understand it. That's the reason why it was like that. The riding clubs didn't necessarily need to have or meet the criteria of being a motorcycle club. And anybody that wanted to be a motorcycle club, they had to meet the criteria. There was things that they had to have. They had to have bylaws, they had to have a constitution, they had to have members, all of them on bikes. They all had to be American made. That was the rules. That's how shit was. And what do we get to? So what are you guys doing, man? Guys show up. 2 guys show up. One of them's in a car, the other one's on his bike. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm telling you, people, I've seen it with my own eyes. Riding clubs show up. I'll tell the truth. Riding clubs showed up. 3 people. 2 guys were on. 3 guys were on bike. The other guy came in the car. The other 2 guys that they allegedly had were supposed to be, they were at work, so they couldn't make it. They showed up, have a conversation about starting an MC. If you're a support club, we'll sign off on you. Boom, just like that. Done. But trust me, this ain't my nation. Don't play out like that. I saw it firsthand. Be our support club, boom. That's what's happening out there. Okay? That's the problem. Why couldn't they just be a riding club? So now what did you do? So now you just forced people that didn't want to have nothing to do with being a support club or even being a motorcycle club. Now what you've done is you've made them into a support club. You force them to be a support club to exist. I can tell you that since I started this about 2 years ago, I would guarantee you there has been at least 20 to 30 people that have sent me emails addressing this exact same thing, from the East Coast to the West Coast to Florida to Texas, fuck, even back in Colorado. Hey, is this the way it's supposed to go? We wanted to be a writing club. We just wanted to just exist. And the dominant told us in order for us to exist on the set, we needed to support them. And if we supported them, we could be a motorcycle club. And what do they get for their efforts? They got a nice little patch right here that says support of. And they're in areas where there's issues. They're in areas where there's problems. There's issues where clubs aren't getting along. And they're in there with that shiny patch that they never wanted a fucking part of. Never wanted a part of it. Never wanted a part of it. So now all of a sudden, you have a club that just wanted to exist being forced in order for them to exist to basically be a support club. And you wonder why motherfuckers don't want to join the MC community. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I just want to party. That's what they're doing. There's a whole subset in this MC community that don't want to do what the other subset founded this for, and that's fucking ride your motorcycle. The other subset, all they want to do is party. They don't give a fuck about riding their motorcycle. They don't even show up at an MC event. They drive to an MC event with their vest on. Just roll up. Every weekend. See it every weekend. Motherfuckers ain't worried about it. Same motherfucker ain't got a bug on their vest. But that motherfucker, boy, cleaner than the motherfuckers. They in that cage. That motherfucking cage got motherfucking 20s on it, 30s on it, neon, looking prettier than a motherfucker. Roll up to an MC event. Whole subset, man. They don't give a fuck about MC. All they care about is parties. That's it. They don't want to come to, they don't even want to have nothing to do with you. No more. Nothing. Nothing. They don't want to have shit to do with the dominants and the one percenters. Nothing. And you say, we don't give a fuck about them anyway. Blah, 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 blah. That's what you out there. I hear you out there saying it. I done had conversations with you and you done said it. We don't give a fuck about them dudes that's partying. We don't give a fuck about this. We don't give a fuck about that. But in the same sense too, is you talking about this, but your fucking nation on the other side making taxing motherfuckers. Oh no, y'all, to exist, you need to motherfucking do this. To exist, you need to do that. But you over here talking about rah, rah, rah. Okay, that should sound good. That should sound good. But you ain't practicing what you're preaching. How many of you out there right now? How many of you out there right now can say and look in that mirror and say, what he just said, 100 fucking percent. The reason why I don't even fuck with 1% clubs and diamond clubs and all the rest of that, don't even want to join one, don't even want to be a part of one, is because they don't practice what they fucking preach. They don't. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to have this and have this and have this. When you get there, all of a sudden you get there and they ain't got it. So how are you telling me this is what I'm supposed to do? This is how I'm supposed to live. This is how I'm supposed to be doing business. And I get to your event and you ain't doing the same thing? Like, really? Like you tell me this is the way I need to present myself. This is the way I need to do things. This is the way I need to act on the set, but you don't act on the set. You don't do it. And you wonder why they leaving. You wonder why they not joining your clubs. You wonder why you going asking motherfuckers to join your nation. You wonder why you asking people to join your club. Oh, excuse me. You wonder. If we don't get it together, man, the MC set is just gonna turn into a big ass party. Because what else do you got? All you're going to have is a lot of riders, people that ride a motorcycle, and a lot of independent riders, and a lot of riding clubs. I'm going to say it like this. Do I blame them? Fuck no. Do I blame them? Fuck no. Why, as a person that just wants to ride his fucking motorcycle, why am I going to deal with your fuckery, with your bullshit? Why? Why am I going to deal and exist with your rules and regulations that fucking have nothing to do with riding a fucking motorcycle? Why? Why the fuck would I do that? I've said this 1,000 times on this page, on other pages. The most important person in a motorcycle club is a prospect. Right behind him is a hang around. See, that hang around, he's going to say good things or he's going to say bad things. So that hang around can be either one. It could either be a good thing for you, it could be a bad thing for you. See, the hang around, they're going to look at what's going on. When people ask them, yo, man, what's up with them dudes? He's going to tell the truth. Now, a prospect is a little different. But without the prospect, without that prospect, and without that new member, your club is destined to die because there's no new blood. So that prospect, those new members, those new people that are coming in are very, very important. And that's the reason why you got people begging motherfuckers to join their nation when historically that wasn't the case. I can tell you this. People sought me, sought after. Hey, I just want to talk to you. Now, people come to me and just like, yo, the reason why we want to fuck with you, or the reason why we want to have a conversation with you is because you're a real motherfucker. That's the reason why. So when people come to me and be like, yo, man, what's up with your nation, blah, 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 the reason why I just want to talk, blah, 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 they come to me because they know I'm a real motherfucker. They come to me because they know I'm going to give it to them 100%. Ain't going to be no bullshit, no sugarcoating shit. They know I'm not going to give them no fucked up rules and regulations or whatever it is. You come to me and asking me to get blessed, I'm going to tell you exactly what it's going to take in order for you to get blessed. If you come in with 3 members, yo, hey, tell your dudes come back, man. When y'all get y'all members together and all your people show up on bikes, man, y'all come holler at me, man. Y'all come talk to me. Otherwise, you don't need to talk to me. I don't need you. I don't need that. I don't need to all of a sudden be in a situation where, oh, man, I've been a little bit. Nah, man, y'all good. Just show up with 3. Oh, man, look. Hey, get your people together and come holler at me. Because if a motherfucker do what he's supposed to do, that means that he had something within his heart that meant something to him that he would establish. This is the way we got to do business. This is what I have to do in order for me to be a part of this. He's going to go out his way to make sure shit happens. That motherfucker's going to stay. That dude is going to be legit. That guy is going to be the guy that's going to lead your nation into the next world. That motherfucker that show up with 3 motherfuckers talking about, yo, we want to be a part of this. That motherfucker ain't going to be shit in 2 years. Now, there's 1 or 2 of them that might all of a sudden everything work out. But the rest of those, out of the 100, they ain't going to be shit. They're going to fall apart. Because if you want to get a job, and you know, in order for you to get a job, you're going to have to go in there and do your interview in a nice suit. It's a high-paying job. And you show up with some Dickies on, with some flip-flops, or some motherfucking, with some, I'm trying to think of the other shoes, the hood shoes. You show up with some motherfucking, some Wallabies on, and you think you're going to get a job making 100K? Like, what the fuck is you thinking? But if you know that you want to get that good job, you know you want that 100K job, you're going to put on a suit. You're going to go get a fresh cut. You're going to make sure that your beard is lined up or whatever it is. For the ladies, you're going to make sure you got a nice pantsuit on, you got a nice dress on. You're going to make sure that you dress for success. Now you can always say, "Oh man, fuck that shit. I ain't. Oh man, fuck that." Hey, if you want to do something and it means that much to you, and it's gonna benefit and profit you, you're gonna do whatever the fuck you gotta do in order for you to get that. It works the same way in the MC set. On the MC set, if a motherfucker show up with two motherfuckers to get blessed, get the fuck out of here, man. You show up on the MC set to get blessed, and you ain't got your bylaws and your constitution, even got your fucking patch design even set up, man, get the fuck out of here with that, man. Because that same dude that ain't ready for it, he not gonna be ready when you need him to be ready. If this is a dude all of a sudden you want to put a support patch on him, the fuck you think he gonna do? You think he gonna put his life, put his family, put his job, all of those things in jeopardy for your funky ass? You don't give a fuck about him? You taxing him, charging him at the door? You basically bootlegging him? And you think he gonna support you? You think he gonna be there to have your back when he can lose his family, lose his life, lose his livelihood, lose his job, and you sitting there with that bullshit? That's the reason why motherfuckers is joining riding clubs and becoming independent riders, man. It's too much fucking bullshit. Because you establish a specific criteria of how you do business with them. Then when you do business with them, then it comes about whatever it is, blah, 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 blah. That's the way you do business. But you don't set out with some fucked up shit and allow them to do fucked up shit. Establish this is the protocol. This is the way we go do business. Show up with 5 people. Don't that it should have already been that way, man. Like, why is you even having a conversation? Why you even coming here without 5 people? Because you should have already told them, yo, here's how it is. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. So when you're ready to do this, you come to me. Bring your 5 people. Bring them in on motorcycles. Everybody on motorcycles. Don't want to see no cars, whatever it is. If a dude motorcycle broke down, hey, wait it off. We'll holler at you. We know you here. Come to the event. You come hang out with us without being an MC. You can come hang out without being on the set. You can come go to this person's party, that person's party, this person's party. You can go to anybody's party. Guess what they're trying to do? Just that bootleg. What they trying to do is they trying to grab all these dudes in, bring them in, and then all of a sudden they're like, yo, you can't go to this person's party no more. Oh, you can't go to this person's party no more. Oh, because you come to our, you can't go to this person's party no more. And you wonder why they're leaving. Right there, man. They ain't even been on the set more than a week, and you're already telling them where the fuck they can and can't go. Why the fuck I want to be a part of that, man? When I tell you that I get sent basically messages every fucking day. This is the same thing that people is talking about. Over the last 5 months, this is what people have been talking about. I'm like, man, I'm not going to address it. I said, you know what? I ain't going to address it. It got to the point, you know, man, I was like, I was in that fucked up place, man. I needed to get on the road. I hadn't been on the road. You know, I've been doing local shit. I needed 1,000 miles. I needed to get away. I just needed to be out and away from this world in order for me to get my head back right. And sometimes it just gets like that, man. I get locked in. And I need that freedom of the road to just let my head blow, let my head fucking just start gathering information. But this is something I've been looking at, talking about, addressing just subliminals. I've been throwing those subliminals out when I talk, just throwing those subliminal messages out there, not really defining it, but just throwing them out there. When I talk about things and I talk about the dimes, I talk about the woman says, I talk about how people are supposed to be doing business, just throwing those subliminals out there, man. So you guys understand that if we keep doing things the way we're doing them, we're going to lose it, man. We're going to lose it. That's it, man. That's what I want y'all to hear. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Diamonds, man, we got to come together, man. This whole extra bullshit, it just needs to stop, man. Them chips, that drama, all the rest of that shit that's going on right now, we just need to stop it. We got to be able to get along. got to be able to just be in the same areas and be in the same bar. Yo, we ain't gotta fuck with each other. We ain't gotta shake hands. I mean, we bump now because you got to bump now. But yo, hey, it's the deuces. We could be in the same places, man. We ain't gotta have no drama. It got to get back to that, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and them cats fucked with each other, man. I mean, they fucked with each other, man. On every side, they fucked with each other, man. Yeah, there was issues and there was problems. I hate to say it, but 99.9% of the fucking time, them issues and problems was either over some pussy or over something that had nothing to do with the fucking MC community. It was personal shit. Personal shit. It was starting shit. So we got to get away from personal shit, creating and causing issues on the MC set with us. Personal shit has nothing to do with MC. Personal has nothing to do with MC. If you got two dudes and they fucking the same girl, they got issues with each other, man. They got shit to do with us. They ain't got shit to do with this nation. They got shit to do with that nation. If those dudes got issues with each other and some shit happened, ain't no different than a motherfucker out on the streets, man. That ain't no different than a dude and two dudes having issues with each other, problems with each other. Yo, if y'all fucking the same girl, man, hey, somebody stop fucking her or something, But to have nations, to have clubs, issues with problems with each other because, some dude was sleeping with another dude's girl. Come on, man, that's personal, personal. Same thing with money. Yo, I bought a bike off him and he didn't take care of all the rest of the money. Yo, they got shit to do with the MC set, man. That's personal shit. Nothing to do with the MC set. Now, if motherfuckers got issues and problems with each other, whatever it is, and then somebody go up to, a dude that's disrespectful, whatever it is, that's MC shit. But if there's secondary issues and reasons why you guys is doing shit or reason why you guys mad at each other, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. That got to do with your personal shit. So your personal shit should have nothing to do with the MC set. That goes from the nations, that goes from 1%ers, dominants, 99s, your club members, your chapters. Your chapter's the same thing. Shouldn't have no fucking personal business, have no issues and no problems in the chapter. Shouldn't even be that way, man. That's not how shit is built. In all honesty, there's no fucking reason why we got issues with each other, man. It's 2020, man. This ain't no 1970s when motherfucking drug trades and all the rest of that bullshit was going on, man. We ain't worried about that, man. We all 9-to-5ers, man. We all got jobs. We all fucking doing shit the way we supposed to be doing it. Now the new bootleg MCs. But the MCs tired of that shit, man. They fucking moving away from you, man. So you got to get back to the foundations. You got to get back to what's real. And that's us coming together, being able to have events, being able to do things, being able to be in the same areas with each other. So when they see us, they like, fuck, man, look at them dudes, man. That's the way we should be. That's the way shit should be. Them dudes breaking bread, them dudes drinking, them dudes eating, them dudes enjoying themselves. I don't see here or all the rest of that venom against each other. They ain't talking shit about each other. All they doing is enjoying themselves. That's the way shit should be done. That's the way things should be done. But what do we got? Oh man, I don't like that motherfucker because of this. Oh, I don't like that motherfucker because of that. I don't like that because of this. Oh, because of that. That's whole shit, man. Whole shit. Shouldn't even have no issues with each other. Not one. The only time issues should be even elevated, I've already addressed it. But we shouldn't even be going through that because we should be able to be together and break bread and whatever it is. Now, if a motherfucker step on your toes, a motherfucker got an issue or problem, you know what? Man, let's take it back to the old days, man. Let's take it back to the old days. I had a motherfucker running his mouth, man, talking shit about one of the bros from my former nation. Oh, yeah, he was in there chirping. Oh, man, I'm a motherfucker, John, blah, blah. I said, hey, man, check it out, partner. Here's how it is. Here's what you do. I got fucking 10 acres on my property. So here's what we do. We gonna take it back to the old school. And I was talking with the national of the nation. National of the nation. I said, here, we gonna take it back to the old school. I said, I got 10 acres. Y'all take off all weapons, y'all take everything off. And y'all go out there and y'all take up 9 of them acres. What the fuck y'all gonna do? I said, but afterwards, we all gonna come in here and we gonna enjoy ourselves, do a barbecue, and we gonna break bread. But y'all go do that, man. We ain't even got nothing to do with that. I said, I even got a spot. I'll pad it up. I said, I got a bunch of stuff padded up, man. Y'all go in there, wrestle around in the room if y'all want to. I said, we ain't even tripping. We be outside drinking and partying and having a good time. I said, but here's the deal though. If you don't want to do that, shut the fuck up about all this shit that you going over and preaching. Now understand, I wasn't talking to my people. I was talking to their people. National standing right there with me. He looked at me, started laughing. He said, yo, so you know, that's some old school shit. That's old school shit. So they're going to call you on it. So if you want to talk about how you want to put hands on him, then here's your opportunity. And he told him straight up, said, just like he said, if you don't want to talk about that no more and you want to put no hands up, then shut the fuck up about it. We ain't going to talk about it no more. Guess what? Shit was squashed. Motherfucker never heard nothing from him. Ain't that a bitch? See, that's the way shit is done. That's the way shit gets done. You don't all that talk, all the rest of that shit. Motherfuckers got problems with each other, man. Let's go. Hey, I love Oakland, man. Motherfuckers see that right there. Raiders. On Saturdays, now it's on Sundays, but it was on Fridays. What they did is anybody in the hood come put the gloves on and they fight in the park, Royal Park. One number of them, man, shit, half a mile, maybe that, half a mile from my house. So I was always there, always there. So it might be a Friday night, might be a Saturday night. Now I think they do them on Sunday nights, but it was actually Friday night fights. So we'd be like, yo, what's up, man? Anybody, any neighborhood, anybody had issues with each other. Guess what they did? Came out, put their hands up, man. And then neighborhoods got together. And that was the reason why in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, yo, motherfuckers had love for each other, man. It was always funk. There was always issues. People had problems with each other over, over the drugs and all the rest of the shit. But they could get together and neighborhoods wasn't squash each other. It was all individual shit. So they handle that shit personally. See, that's the way we need to be getting that shit done. Motherfucker got a problem or whatever it is, yo, just put your hands up, man. If we chirping and we spitting enough to be spitting like that or whatever it is, then, man, we just need to go out and take care of this, man. But the whole thing comes down to it, and what I'm trying to address with this is we shouldn't even be having these situations because nothing predicates us even dealing with that. Because for what? What are we arguing about, man? What are we fighting about? What? 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 Because I went to a bike night? What? Really? Right? Really? I went to a bike night. So now that's what we got issue with. That ain't it, fellas, man. We gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. So that's my rant, man. Our rant. I'm sorry, guys, but ain't nothing but love out there, man. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from in terms of moving forward, because if we don't move forward with this, we're gonna see more and more MCs starting to really, man, it got dark in here. You're gonna see more and more MCs starting to kind of progress themselves and fold, because ultimately people are gonna start going away from us in terms of the motorcycle community, and they're just individuals, and they're gonna turn into, literally riding clubs and moms and pops clubs. Because my riding clubs know all they gotta do is go holler at the motherfucking holler at the cops, man, and they're good. And what you gonna do? So we just got to get back to doing what we doing, man. Stop the bullshit, stop the drama, man. But that's it, man. You guys out there, man. One love. I'll catch up with you, man.